In the radiant Garden of Eden, Adam and Eve begin their eternal journey. Sunlight streams through the trees, illuminating the untouched paradise. They wander naked, innocent, and carefree, their laughter echoing through the garden. Eve reaches out, her fingers brushing against a vibrant, unknown flower. Adam watches her, his eyes filled with a mixture of curiosity and affection. She plucks the flower, its delicate petals unfolding in her hand. Adam approaches, drawn by the flower's exotic beauty. Together, they marvel at the intricate details of its design. A gentle breeze rustles through the leaves, whispering secrets to the pair. They continue their exploration, their footsteps light upon the earth. Adam bends to drink from a clear, flowing stream. Eve watches him, her expression serene and content. He rises, water droplets clinging to his skin, and smiles at her. She approaches the stream and cups her hands, mirroring his actions. The water is cool and refreshing, a gift from the garden. They laugh, the sound echoing through the tranquil landscape. A colorful bird lands on a nearby branch, its song adding to the symphony of nature. Adam and Eve pause, listening to the melody with rapt attention. The bird takes flight, soaring through the air with effortless grace. They watch it go, their hearts filled with a sense of wonder. Eve leans against a tree, her body relaxed and at peace. Adam sits at her feet, gazing up at her with adoration. She strokes his hair, her touch gentle and loving. They share a moment of quiet intimacy, their bond unbreakable. The sun begins to set, casting a golden glow over the garden. Shadows lengthen, creating a sense of mystery and enchantment. Adam and Eve rise, preparing to rest for the night. They find a sheltered spot beneath a canopy of leaves. Lying down together, they drift off to sleep, their dreams filled with the wonders of Eden. The moon rises, bathing the garden in its soft, ethereal light. The Garden of Eden sleeps, awaiting the dawn and the promise of a new day. Adam and Eve cautiously approach the tree of knowledge, its branches heavy with alluring fruit. A soft breeze whispers through the leaves, carrying the weight of God's warning. Do not eat from this tree, for in the day that you eat of it you shall surely die. They exchange a look, fear mingling with an undeniable curiosity. In shared acknowledgement, they understand the prohibition, yet an irresistible allure pulls them nearer. In the tranquil Garden of Eden, the serpent emerges, its presence a subtle disruption to paradise. The serpent approaches Eve, its gaze intent as it begins to weave a tale of hidden knowledge. With calculated words, the serpent subtly questions divine motives, sowing seeds of doubt in Eve's mind. The serpent highlights the allure of forbidden fruit, exploiting Eve's natural curiosity. Eve listens intently, her expression thoughtful as the serpent's words resonate within her. The serpent's narrative continues to unfold, each word a deliberate step toward temptation. Eve's curiosity deepens, her gaze shifting toward the fruit with newfound interest. The serpent senses a shift in Eve's resolve, pressing on with its persuasive argument. Eve reaches out tentatively, her fingers grazing the surface of the forbidden fruit. A moment of silent contemplation hangs in the air as Eve considers the serpent's words. The serpent watches patiently, its eyes gleaming with anticipation as Eve's decision nears. Eve plucks the fruit from the tree, a subtle act that carries profound consequences. The serpent's eyes widen, its body still as it watches Eve. Eve examines the fruit, her expression a mix of curiosity and trepidation. She takes a bite, the taste of knowledge filling her senses and altering her perception of the world. The serpent watches, a satisfied expression on its face as Eve succumbs to temptation. Eve's eyes open wide, her expression shifting as the weight of her actions begins to dawn on her. The fruit hangs loosely in her hand, now a symbol of lost innocence. She looks at the serpent, a dawning awareness of its deception filling her gaze. The serpent remains still, its purpose fulfilled as the garden's tranquility shatters. Eve's hand trembles slightly, the weight of her decision becoming increasingly apparent. She looks around at the garden, seeing it now through newly awakened eyes. The serpent watches Eve, its demeanor unchanged as the consequences unfold. Eve clutches the fruit tightly, her grip tightening with each passing moment. A shadow falls across her face, a visible manifestation of her inner turmoil. The serpent's eyes glint, reflecting the profound shift that has occurred in the garden. Eve stands motionless, her gaze fixed on the ground, lost in thought. The serpent watches silently as Eve grapples with the weight of her newfound knowledge. Eve remains alone, the fruit a constant reminder of her choice. The serpent slithers away, leaving Eve to face the consequences of her actions. In the heart of Eden, Eve's eyes fixate on the forbidden fruit, her heart wrestling with desire. Drawn by an irresistible force, Eve reaches out, her fingers brushing against the smooth skin of the fruit. Driven by temptation, Eve plucks the fruit from the tree of knowledge. Eve hesitates, the fruit suspended in her hand, a storm of doubt and curiosity raging within. Against all warnings, Eve succumbs and bites into the forbidden fruit. Her eyes widen in a moment of profound revelation as the fruit's essence floods her senses. A surge of knowledge and understanding washes over Eve, forever altering her perception of the world. In the tranquil Garden of Eden, Eve steps towards Adam, her eyes now holding an intriguing glint. Eve extends the fruit, a silent invitation to partake in a knowledge yet unknown. Adam studies Eve's face, sensing a subtle shift, a spark of knowledge he doesn't yet possess. A moment of hesitation hangs heavy as Adam contemplates the unknown. Adam reaches out, accepting the fruit, embracing the uncertain future. He eats the fruit, a decision that echoes through eternity. Silence descends, heavy with anticipation, as the fruit's essence takes hold. A shared realization dawns, forever altering their perception of the world. They become acutely aware of their nakedness, innocence lost in a single bite. A wave of shame washes over them, marking the end of their blissful ignorance. In the heart of Eden, Adam and Eve frantically weave coverings from the verdant leaves. Their eyes dart away from each other, haunted by guilt and a newly awakened self-awareness. The air hangs thick with the weight of innocence lost, a paradise now tinged with sorrow. Sunlight filters through the lush foliage of Eden, yet a chilling unease permeates the air. God's voice echoes through the garden. "Adam, Eve, where are you?" Adam and Eve cower behind a thicket, their faces a mask of fear. God's stern voice pierces their hiding place. "Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" Adam, trembling, shifts blame. "The woman you put here with Mesh gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Eve, her voice faint with despair, confesses, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." God's voice booms with divine judgment. "Because you have done this, cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. Thorns and thistles it will produce for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you will return. And you, Eve, I will greatly increase your pains in childbearing. With pain you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." A blinding light envelops Adam and Eve. The light fades, leaving the garden silent and empty. The majestic gates of Eden close, sealing off paradise forever. Adam and Eve stand in exile, their figures stark against the radiant entrance to the Garden of Eden. A divine angel bars their path with a flaming sword, a symbol of irreversible loss. They turn, sorrow and regret carving deep lines into their faces. Their eyes linger on the paradise now lost, a once vibrant haven fading into the distance. The morning light casts long shadows, emphasizing their isolation and despair. Adam reaches out a hand towards the garden, a gesture of longing and farewell. Eve's eyes glisten with unshed tears, reflecting the shimmering beauty of the forbidden garden. The angel remains vigilant, the flaming sword a constant reminder of their transgression. Adam and Eve huddle together, seeking solace in their shared exile. The garden's entrance, once a gateway to eternal bliss, now stands as a symbol of irreversible loss. Eve clutches a fig leaf, a stark reminder of their newfound shame. Adam's face is a mask of guilt and regret, his eyes reflecting the weight of their actions. The angel's wings shimmer in the morning light, a symbol of divine judgment and eternal separation. Adam and Eve turn away from the garden, their steps heavy with sorrow and resignation. The once vibrant colors of the garden seem to dim as they depart, fading into a distant memory. Eve looks back one last time, her heart aching with longing and regret. Adam places a comforting hand on Eve's shoulder, offering silent support in their shared despair. The angel's gaze remains fixed on them, ensuring their departure from paradise. Adam and Eve begin their descent into the unknown, their figures growing smaller against the vast landscape. The flaming sword casts a long, ominous shadow, symbolizing the eternal consequences of their actions. Eve stumbles, her steps faltering under the weight of their shared transgression. Adam steadies her, his touch a gesture of enduring love and responsibility. The angel's wings beat softly, a sound like the whisper of divine judgment. Adam and Eve continue their journey, their silhouettes fading into the horizon. The garden entrance stands silent and empty, a testament to paradise lost and innocence forfeited. Eve's tears fall silently, watering the barren ground beneath her feet. Adam looks up at the sky, a silent plea for forgiveness and redemption. The angel watches them depart, a sentinel of divine justice and eternal separation. Adam and Eve walk on, their footsteps echoing in the vast emptiness. Their journey into the unknown begins.